Hello everyone, Too Late to Succeed here with a new free-to-play to 1 billion GP video. In the previous episode we talked about completing Shiloh Village quest to unlock new money making methods, and we are starting this episode with completing that quest. There are multiple money making methods in Shiloh Village, but I'm just gonna cover one of them in this episode. Without further ado, let's get to our first money making method, which is buying charcoal from the general store in the Shiloh Village. The only requirement for this method is completion of Shiloh Village quest, and you need to have approximately 100,000 GP. What you will have to do is to bring approximately 7 stamina potions and 1 to 2 super energy potions for every 1 hour you're planning on doing this. You will start from the bank, sip your stamina potion and run west to the general store, where you can find charcoals at around 80 to 100 GP. Charcoals can be sold then in GE for approximately 250 to 300 GP each. Just like always, remember to check the market prices before you start doing this method, because your profit per hour depends fully on the profit margins that you can get from the GE. You will be able to fill your inventory almost twice before the store runs out of stock. So what I would recommend you to do is to buy one full inventory, bank it, run back and buy second almost full inventory, and fill the remaining spots with papyrus. Papyrus does have better profit margins, but those sell super slowly, so I wouldn't recommend investing a lot into it. I tried it on your behalf and was stuck with those items for almost 2 days. I also did this method for several hours, but the footage was lost in the process, so I decided to do a quick 10-minute example on how this method works. Once you've hopped through all the worlds buying the charcoal, earlier worlds should have now fully restored their stocks, meaning that you can go back and buy more. If you go through all members world and buy charcoals, you should have made approximately 1 million GP. This method doesn't require a lot of concentration, which is why I really like this method. You could watch Netflix or do something else on the side, because running from bank to a store and then from store back to a bank will take you approximately 15 to 20 seconds each time. As you can see, we made about 80,000 GP during the first 10 minutes, as we started from 100,000 GP cash stack. After reducing the cost of potions and multiplying our income to 6 to figure out how much we would have made in 1 hour, we see that you could make 440,000 GP per hour. Before we continue with the money making methods, I wanted to remind you about our tomorrow's 50 million GP giveaway. You can see the date and time on the screen, so pause and check out which time slot could work for you. We will be streaming both on YouTube and Twitch, at least that is the plan, so don't forget to follow me on Twitch as well. Link will be in the description box as well as pinned in the comment sections, so see you guys tomorrow and best of luck to all of you. Our second money making method will be very similar to one of the money making methods that I've covered in the previous episode. We will be crushing unicorn horns similar to bird's nest while using them on a pestle and mortar. There are also no requirements for you to start doing this method, but this is indeed very click intensive method as well. Profit margins here fluctuate quite a bit, which is why it is important to make sure that you can buy the horns for at least 100 GP cheaper than what the unicorn horn dust sells for. This method is not really sustainable, as you can only buy 13,000 unicorn horns per 4 hours, and you can crush those horns already in about 2 hours if you are super efficient. What I like to do with this method is that I'm usually setting up very low price buy orders to maximize my profit, as I'm not really keen on crushing horns for many hours unless the margins are amazing. Once those horns get bought, I start crushing them when I'm able to concentrate fully on playing the game. During this 10-minute session we crushed 992 horns, meaning that you can crush nearly 6,000 horns per hour. We bought our horns for about 250 GP each and put the horn dust for sale at 395 GP. This means that we make 145 GP profit per each horn crushed, which translates into 850,000 GP in 1 hour by doing this method. However, profit margins aren't always this great, especially if you don't want to wait for horns to buy like I did. You will eat from your own profits, and with the instant buying and selling prices for horn and dust, you would currently make about 60 GP each meaning that your profit per hour would be around 350,000 GP. Last method on our list is one of my favorite methods in the game, which is scouting for Xerix raid rooms. There are absolutely no requirements for this method, and you can sometimes earn up to 2 million GP per hour or even more depending on your luck. You will have to get to Kebo's lowlands where the Xerix raid is located. Easiest method would be to go to house parties world like 330 and use one of those house owners' Xerix talismans to teleport to the lookout. Take an anti-poison with you as well as some food, because there are monsters that poison you as well as they can hit up to 8 HP damage. The point of this method is to enter the Xerix raid with RuneLite client to see which rooms the raid has, and if the rooms are wanted, then you can sell it in the Discord chat dedicated to Xerix raids. I will include the link to the Discord channel in the description box down below. You will have to join your own clan chat, as people buying the raid from you will need to get ranked, so they could start the raid themselves from your clan, as otherwise raid will disappear if you leave the room without anyone ranked being inside. You can see the post on the screen, which is from the Discord channel. It shows what kind of rooms can be sold in the Discord. But before you start doing this, please read the Scout Trading Info channel, as one of the most requested me to point it out. If you're trying to sell rooms that are not allowed, you will get warned and eventually banned from the Discord channel. On the screen you can see one of my first sales on this account. I managed to find a good room that people started bidding on, and I sold the room for 600,000 GP. Once you receive the payment, you need to add the buyer and possibly their other accounts on your friend list and rank them in your clan chat to corporal at least. Always check with the buyer if you can leave the room, because sometimes they might want you to hold it while they get geared up. Prices depend on the raid rooms and the layout, and the reason why people buy these rooms is that some layouts can be completed super fast, meaning that they wouldn't have to look for rooms themselves and waste time on that. People who constantly raid, they are able to afford these prices, because faster they can clear these rooms, more raids they can do, and because more raids they can complete, the higher chance they have at getting a unique drop. Like I said, I will add a link in the description box if you want to join the Discord channel for this money making method. On the screen you can see some video clips from the Discord channel. You can see that there are constantly people selling and buying different raid rooms. You can also see that the prices are between 200,000 up to 2 million GP, depending on how wanted the room layout is. If you are lucky, you could get multiple of the wanted layouts per hour, but realistically you will be making approximately 1 million GP per hour with this method. As you can imagine, this method was working out perfectly for me, so I decided to spend a lot of time here making that initial GP before I can start flipping. At the end of this episode 3, we have increased our wealth quite significantly. You can see that we are now at approximately 14 million GP. You also might wonder, why do I have so many fungus on me? And that is because the prices of fungus is very low right now, and it should be going back up to 310 to 320 GP each, meaning that I will make extra 2 million GP when that happens in the next day or two. Alright, that is it for the episode 3. Don't forget to join our giveaway tomorrow, as well as subscribe to this channel. We will be doing 100 million giveaway once we hit 1000 subscribers on YouTube. As always, thank you for watching and see you guys next time.